I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the daily read for all signs for the collective for Tuesday, the 25th of August 2020. Just doing some clearing with some sage here to clear out the energies from the last reading I did so that we get a good reading, some great advice for everybody today to help us all move forward. Okay, so if you'd like a private reading with me, go along to BeHealing.com. That's my website, BeHealing.com. If you put your email address in, when you get that pop-up window to join my mailing list, you'll get an extra $5 off. You're welcome to that, and you can use it to book in. You'll also find on BeHealing.com any special offers that I've got. At the moment, there's an introductory reading. There's also an introductory energy healing that you can add on to that too. You can add a half-price energy healing onto any reading that you book as well. And yeah, if you sign up for my mailing list, you'll get an email about the half-price sales at the weekend so that you never miss out on one of those. Ooh, what have we got going on today? Using the Muse Tarot here. Okay. Three of Voices. Look at this. Hiding away behind a door there, feeling imprisoned in your emotional state. There's tears there. You feel like you're imprisoned by something, but look, she's not imprisoned. There's a door there, and it appears to be closed, but there's no walls. She could get up and she could walk away. So this is like a self-imposed prison. It's an emotional one. Self-imposed prison. You've made your own rules. You've decided that door's shut, that you're not getting something that you want, that you're not allowed to, and you're sad about that. It's something like that. But it's self-imposed prison. And so if you just saw things in a different way, oh look, matches up with the curtains there. If you just see things in a different way, you'll see that the door's open, that you do have complete freedom. And so it's beliefs that you have that are locking you in here. Locking you into this pretend prison that isn't true. Three of Swords, this is like the heartbreak card as well. Maybe what you were going for didn't work out, and you're having to let go of that and move forward. There's something better for you. But you're not going to get to that better thing while you're in this self-imposed prison believing all of those lies that you're telling yourself that you can't have what you want, because you can. It is available to you. I think you were just looking in the wrong place before. That's what I'm hearing. Let's get another tarot card out. I feel like getting another tarot card out from the Lightseers deck here by Chris Ann. So we've got this heartbreak, this self-imposed prison. It's an emotional one, and it's because of beliefs that we have that aren't even true. The door is open. Let's see. What else? We've got the Eight of Pentacles here, which is a very creative card. It's about getting the job done, getting the work done. I don't know, with these two cards, it feels like you're going through this, you're holding yourself back in this prison, like snap out of it and get yourself motivated, get the work done. Often we can get caught up, maybe if we're having relationship difficulties, we've got a breakup, you know, it can be so difficult to do this, can't it? When you're in that, it can be so difficult. But it makes you feel so much better if you just forget about all of that and get focused on this, get focused on your coin, get focused on getting the job done, even like getting up and washing your face and having a shower, right? If you're in this emotional state, this heartbroken state, you feel so much better for it. Cleaning up your house, sorting stuff out, you feel better for that. And so it could be that kind of a level if you find yourself in this heartbreak situation. This is asking you to get up, wash your face, have a shower, you know, wash your hair, blow dry it, put some nice clothes on, put your makeup on, that kind of thing. Sort your house out if that's the level you're at now. Or it could just say, like, stop focusing on all of that and get focused on your work instead. You know, there's things that we can do. We don't need to dwell in the heartbreak and in what's not happening or what we've lost and all of this. We don't need to dwell there. We don't need to keep our minds there. Shift our mind. Shift your mind to something better, to working at it, working at something. Okay, let's get a spirit animal out today as well. And then I'll use Lynn Bell's Inner Self-Guidance cards to get into the energies of the day and the lessons and challenges and all of that. Oh, wow. Awesome. So we're transforming from one state to another. This rabbit spirit is saying now is a lucky time. So even though it might not feel like it if you're in that energy, it is a really lucky time because you're being redirected. We've also got the butterfly spirit saying transformation is beautiful. And so I'm feeling like this thing that broke your heart, it wasn't that good anyway. It wasn't the best anyway. And the universe needed to move you on from that because there's something so much better for you. Luck is on your side and it's actually moving you toward it. I mean, how many times have we done that? We're heartbroken because a relationship is broken up, and then the next one we get on is so much better. And it could be a few months later, it could be a few years later, and we look back and we're like, thank God I broke up with that person because there's someone, I'm with someone so much better. The transformation is always beautiful. We're always being moved on to something better for us. Let's put those there. Oh, keep on knocking that over today. Right, what are the energies for everybody today? Let's see. Right, so that heartbreak might not be about a romantic relationship, but might be about friendships. And so there could have been a breakup with friendships, an argument, something like that, because we've got surrender and friend here. And so we need to let go of that. Sometimes people come and go from our lives, generally about what they're going through. It can be about what we're going through as well, but we're not always on the same page as our friends. We're not always going through the same things. And we can let go of that. I mean, we don't need to micromanage our lives. We can just go with the flow of the energies. You can deal with the stuff that you're going through. And so if your heartbreak is about a friendship, some kind of a battle, a falling out, a disagreement, that kind of thing in a friendship, then just let that go and get focused on something else instead. It will sort itself out. It could just be about what they're going through and what you're going through and how it's not meshing at the moment. What are our lessons and challenges for the day? Who am I and believe in self? Ooh, some of you are even questioning who you even are now because of something that's ended, that Three of Voices. And that just shows you if you're questioning who you are because of that, like, who am I without that person, without that thing, whatever it is that's breaking your heart? Who am I without that? If you're questioning your very identity because you've been attached to something or someone, that's trouble. Attachment's never good, even if you're in a relationship. Like, there is a positive attachment that we can have to people. But if you're thinking about who am I without that thing, that's a negative attachment to that. Of course, you still exist without anything. Take anything away from you, you're still yourself. And so if you're overly attached to other people or to certain status symbols, that kind of thing, when they get taken away, yeah, it rocks your world, it rocks who you are, but you're still the same person. This is calling you to love yourself and believe in yourself no matter what the external conditions are, no matter who's by your side, who's not by your side, who's loving you, who's not loving you, how much you've got, how much you haven't got, whether you've paid that bill, not, just loving yourself anyway, because you still exist. Who you are hasn't changed. What should our focus be on for our highest good today? Waking up and releasing the guilt. So you're carrying a big burden on your back, a heavy burden on your back that's not your responsibility to carry. You don't need to micromanage things and you don't need to control the whole universe and everyone else. Taking on way too much responsibility, trying to keep those plates spinning. Have you ever seen one of those people? They've got like poles and they spin them around, they put plates on the top, they spin the plates, and every now and then they've got to go up to one of them and like twist it to get that momentum going. And they just go from one pole to another doing that, spinning them, keeping those plates spinning. And imagine if you're doing that, that's what you're doing. It's what we're all doing in our lives. We have all these plates spinning and it's just exhausting. Well, what happens if you just stop? If you wake up to it and realize what you're doing, you're spinning these plates. Do you really need to spin the plates? Is the plate that important? No. You can just stop. And what happens? They all slow down and eventually the plate falls off the top and it smashes. So what? You're still you. You're still you if you're not spinning those plates. So if you've been taking on responsibility and keeping plates spinning and you feel like it's a tragedy and it's terrible, and what does it say about you if that plate falls down to the ground and smashes? If it just leaves your life, if you just give up on it and surrender, what does it mean about you? Nothing. It means nothing about you. And so release that guilt because you're taking on way too much responsibility there. For those that are resonating with that. Strange focus for the day, but yeah, got to release that guilt and let go. Just let go, let go. Any more guidance for today? We've got one step at a time and love. One step at a time, moving forward toward love, the love that we really want. See, we've got the rabbit spirit, lucky time, butterfly spirit is a transformation. It's just good. It's a good thing that's going on at the moment. It might not feel like it when you're in it, because it feels like heartbreak. And it feels like you've got to distract yourself. And it feels like too much letting go. And it feels like you're questioning yourself because you're letting those plates drop. You're not holding it up anymore. Not taking that responsibility anymore, but it's moving you toward love, true love, you loving yourself, you being loved by others properly, proper love. But it's one step at a time, so you need to have patience with yourself along that way. Okay, let's get one of these out. Denise Lynn, Sacred Destiny. More guidance for today. And then I'm going to get one of the Wild Unknown or Archetype cards out as well. More guidance for today. Please. Come along to our live show sometime. I do a live show. It's almost daily. It's called Psychic Cafe. It's at 7 a.m. Bangkok time. I'll go deeper into this. Pick out a theme for the day, for what's going on. Give mini readings for people as well. We talk about the energies and all of that. It's fun. It's a great group of people as well. So if you want to join our Be Healing Tribe, you're welcome to come along to that. I'd love to see you there. Let's get a card out for the day from this. There we go. Okay, we've got security. Sorry, I just had to look at that then because I've not seen this one before. Security. There's lots of things in this image. We've got security here. Now, there's an elephant on the wall there. Yeah, it's on a wall. Security. Sometimes you feel like you're secure when you're spinning those plates, but your real security is in yourself, and letting go of that can give you even more security. So there's something in this heartbreak thing, something that you were clinging to for security, but it's not that secure. It's not actually that good. The elephant there, an elephant never forgets, right? There's something you're clinging to from the past because you're remembering some kind of heartbreak before, something that you've lost before, and how much it hurts. So you're clinging onto this one this time for security, and it's not serving you. That's why the Three of Voices there. It's a clinging on, it's an attachment, an unhealthy attachment that we've got here today for security, but your real security isn't there. Your real security is inside of yourself. Let's get one of these out. Oh, two then. Came out straight away then. Yes. Okay, first up we've got the orphan. This is the heartbreak card, right? When you feel orphaned, abandoned, this is the card of abandonment, the orphan, the one that's left out, the one that's left by themselves. It's a very victimhood kind of card, this. It's like, oh, now I have no one, now I have nothing. You know when we feel like that, when we lose something that we're really, really attached to and we blow it all out of proportion and say, now I have nothing, now I am nothing, and all of that. But look, the snake is around it here. It's transformation. The snake says transformation. Transformation can happen, right? Butterfly spirit is saying the same thing there. Transformation can happen when you let go of this. There's a hand reaching out there for a rose, waiting to be loved properly instead of orphaned. When we have this energy of being orphaned, this wound of being abandoned, we constantly draw to us those that are going to abandon us, those that aren't going to give us that rose, you know. We're constantly in that pattern, that self-imposed jail there. We constantly put ourselves in that pattern. And so how can we get out of that? Well, here, by this, the ring is about commitment, committing to yourself, right? So what I'm getting from this is, if you've got these wounds, these abandonment wounds, these orphan kind of wounds going on, and so you're recreating that over and over again. To get out of that, instead of trying to find someone that's not going to do that, because you're going to find someone that is going to do that over and over again, you need to stop trying to seek that from somebody else, and you need to give that to yourself. And so commit to yourself first. What I mean by that is self-love is about, okay, I want somebody that's not going to abandon me now. I need to stop abandoning myself. Yeah, I need to start listening to what I want, to what my heart wants, and giving myself that now, me, myself, and I. And so it's a call to be alone. If this is resonating with you, it's a call to be alone and actually make yourself a priority and give yourself what it is that you need. Really listening to your heart. You know, your heart might want all kinds of things. It might want a hug. It might want to be, you might be abandoning yourself by putting yourself in unsafe situations, by not looking after yourself properly, by not eating the right things, by not exercising. You could be abandoning yourself by being around the wrong kind of people, constantly being around abusive people. If you think of yourself as a small child that you're looking after, see this little, it's a child's hand now. If you think of yourself as a small child that you're looking after, that small child that lives in your heart, ask yourself, how am I abandoning myself? How am I keep on putting myself in dangerous situations, unfair situations, not giving myself what it is that I want, not giving myself what it is that I need? How am I abandoning myself? And then stop doing that. Start listening to your heart and start giving yourself, commit to that. You've got to do it for yourself first. That's the only way to get out of this kind of a block, this orphan kind of a block. It's the only way to get out. You need to commit to yourself, to doing the right thing for yourself. So there you go. If you want some help with that, come along to BeHealing.com. I do Skype sessions if you're really struggling with all of this stuff, trying to heal yourself. They're by far the most powerful way to get through this stuff fast too, with the aid of your higher self. Or get a reading. BeHealing.com. I'd love to help you out with all of that. So there you go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? I love hearing from you. And I will see you in my live show at Psychic Cafe or back here tomorrow for the daily read. Have an awesome day and I'll see you. Bye.